hazeqjonez, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. If you're a current subscriber, you know the routine. Come on in, make yourself at home. But this week finds me back at Queen of Pawns Pawn Shop, as well as another pawn shop, but got some real bangers, Blu-rays, Imax, off the hook, as well as I like to share my weekly watch list. Not only am I a collector of movies, yes, I actually watch them, but before I even get into that, I have a very small, brief public service announcement / rant. I actually got my first troll. This wasn't the last video, it was the video before last. It was the Dollar Tree video. And I do my little intros with what I watched for the week. And this one took about 8 minutes and 36 seconds, or around that time. The reason why I know that, because this Betty person who I had no problem Bobby pushing fuck off my channel, left a comment, 8 minutes and 36 seconds before I get to the Dollar Tree videos. So I kind of responded back to her. It took me about 2 seconds to read that dumbass statement. Happy Easter, dumbass. But this is a place of tranquility, peace, USA. It's a peaceful place. You know, to come here and to call my intro bullshit is very disrespectful. You know, you come into my space, my area. You know, I don't go behind 7-Eleven, unzip your tent, knock the meth pipe out you and your brother's hand, tell you to wipe the KY off your hands, find Jesus. I don't do that. I could easily go across the street at the car wash, unzip your father's tent, where your father and sister are saying, and drop a dime and saying that you're cheating on your father with your sister. But I don't do that, you know. I could easily snitch you out to the guy over 7-Eleven. It's like, yeah, that bitch is still stealing Wi-Fi so she can hit on my videos. But I don't do that. I'm the bigger person than that. You know, we could have been friends. You know, I could have upped your sandwich game. I could have upgraded you from mayonnaise to Miracle Whip. I could have moved you back, could move you out from 7-Eleven to a nice trailer park. I mean, you still be in the same tent though, but maybe you could pretend like you're camping or something though. So it's just, let's be nice. Can't we all just get along? That's all I'm asking, you know? So this is the public service announcement. I have no problem Bobby Boucher in your ass off my channel, come here talking shit. Now, onto the videos I watched for the week. To kick off this week's watch, we have the original 1986 April Fool's Day. Since it's the month of April, I thought I'd watch April Fool's Day, which I haven't seen in a minute. I got it because I had the DVD, so I upgraded to the Shout Factory Blu-ray. This stars Jay Barker, Pat Barlow, Lloyd Berry, Deborah Foreman, and Deborah Goodrich. I don't know what happened to these actors after this movie, because I don't think I've ever seen anything after this. But this is a movie about a bunch of college friends get together at an island mansion by their friend who's an heiress, and it starts out with April Fool's Day pranks, and it turns into something much more sinister. I don't give spoilers away, so I don't give away the whole movie. If you haven't seen this, watch it at the end. It's a very fun movie, very fun, very 80s, mid-80s type of movie. So April Fool's Day, the 1986 version. I followed it up by watching the 2008 April Fool's Day version, which is not as good as the original. I don't think they have a Blu-ray version of this. This is the 2008 version, starring Taylor Cole, Josh Henderson, Scott Taylor Compton. Something get 3 random words as his name. Scout Taylor Compton, Joe Egender, and Jennifer Seibel. It's the same feel as the original, except for the heiress. They replaced the heiress with 2-ish siblings, and it's kind of a coming out party. And it starts out with April Fool's Day pranks, and it turns much sinister. Get the opportunity to watch 1986. 2008, I just watch it as a comparison though, but the 1986 version is much better than 2008 April Fool's Day. My next pick Movies I've had for probably over a decade. Just haven't watched it. You'd be surprised when I see the title. Bruce Almighty came out in 2003 with Jim Carrey, Morgan Freeman playing God, Jennifer Aniston as Jim Carrey's girlfriend. You have Steve Carell in here. Very funny movie. It's almost a romantic comedy, more just a straight comedy. Morgan Freeman plays God, and he gives Jim Carrey godlike, or basically the part-time job as God, and what happens as he takes on this benevolent role. Actually, a pretty funny movie. It's very introspective, deep comments by Morgan Freeman, though. Very good movie. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch Bruce Almighty 2003. I was just about to give away the next movie I saw, which follows the 2003 Bruce Almighty, Evan Almighty. It didn't have Jim Carrey, Jennifer Aniston, but it did have Stephen Carell, who was a layover from the original movie. Yeah, Morgan Freeman again as God. I think he's probably the only original person. Stephen Carell from the original Bruce Almighty. You have Lauren Graham and Wanda Sykes in there. Didn't know anything about Evan Almighty. I thought it was just kind of like a reboot of Bruce Almighty, but it's slightly different. If you haven't seen it, again, I'm not giving away spoilers. If you look close at the poster board, you can kind of get a feel for what it is. I never looked that closely at it. After watching, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, was it as good as the first movie? Not as much, but if you like Stephen Carell, like his awkward type of humor, you'll like Evan Almighty. Again, it's different. Bruce Almighty had Jim Carrey humor. Even in Bruce Almighty, he wasn't Jim Carrey over the top. He had his moments, but he wasn't that really the mask over the top Jim Carrey. So I like both these movies. Very heartwarming movies. And to finish it up with something that's completely different, we have The Batman. This is with Robert Pattinson as Batman. You have Zoe Kravitz as Lenny Kravitz, Lisa Bonet's child, Roxy Roker from the Jeffersons' grandchild. You have Paul Dano, John Turturro. I love John Turturro. Colin Farrell. You actually have to really, really look hard to figure out who Colin Farrell is. Great makeup job. Andy Serkis. If you don't know who Andy Serkis is, he's done Lord of the Rings. As Gollum, he played Caesar in Planet of the Apes. He was also in Black Panther. First of all, to start out, not a big fan of Batman the superhero. I'm not that big of a comic book fan. All my comic book references basically fall back on movies and cartoons. So Batman always came off as like kind of a rich prick with mommy and daddy's issues. That's why I thought Christian Bale did an excellent job as Batman. I think he embodied Bruce Wayne and Batman together. Patterson, he did a good job. I'll give him number 2 as far as Batman go. The Batman preceded Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney is total miss. This Batman is a lot darker. I don't think they have any daylight scenes. The whole movie is dark. Bruce Wayne is brooding all the time. It's not that duality of personality that you've seen from Christian Bale or the other Batmans. He just seems really down and dark. It was 2 hours and 56 minutes. It was a decent movie. Decent action. DC and Marvel are completely different universes, so the movies are different. So I can't compare the two. Did I enjoy it? It was decent. I would probably rather watch Zack Snyder's Justice League than that again, though. But not a bad movie. Now, with that said, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video.
As you can see, I didn't go too far. The pawn shop's right over there. I don't recall ever going into this value pawn. Didn't look like too much from the outside, but again, looks can be deceiving. Last time I was out here, they had some kind of, I guess, computer issues. More TV, that's the station that plays Maury Povich show. Yeah, I watch Maury. All right, let's see what they have. I'm assuming these are diamonds around it. That's why I said, okay. Is the pink face significant or something, or?
What happened?
We are back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my pickups from the pawn shop, have my classic pick and 3D pick for the week. Let me get these scanned in and get you good people on your way. Give me just a minute. I'm going to kick it off with one of my classic picks. We have Denzel Washington and a somewhat young and different kind of role for Angelina Jolie. She plays a young detective, I guess trying to make her bones as a young cop, trying to become a detective, trying to make her bones with Denzel Washington. I don't give thrillers, so I'm not going to let you know what's actually going on with Denzel if you haven't seen this before. And Denzel in a very different, more vulnerable role, the Bone Collector. This is my classic pick of the week, and this is a Universal release. My 3D pick for the week is actually same movie, different, I don't say formats, but different distributors. This is the actual 3D. This is supposed to be 3D. It's really not. I'm a little pissed off when I bought it though, but kept it anyway. This is the Portuguese version of Twixt, also known as Virginia, starring Val Kilmer and Dakota Fanning. No, excuse me, Ellie Fanning, not Dakota. Ellie Fanning, Dakota's sister. I'll throw it here. It's 3D, and there's actually, let me see. Artwork on the back, or is it the same? It's the same. This is the Portuguese version, and this is the actual 3D version, which, interesting, the whole movie is not in 3D, it's just one part of the movie that's in 3D. Twixt. And I think this is like a ghost movie. And this is, who releases this? This was foreign, Studio Canal. And this one is, Lord knows who. But and my 3D pick and my classic pick for the week. Now let's get into what I picked up at the pawn shop. Let's start out with the only DVD I got, Rapping with Mario Van Peebles. Didn't realize that this just came out on Blu-ray also. I'll check it out first, see if it's actually worth upgrading to Blu-ray. A young Mario Van Peebles in Rapping. And this is a classic MGM DVD with the old classic MGM label on there, Rapping. Next, I'll start with some things, but just let you know how cheap this stuff was. Here. Picked up 14 Blu-rays and 1 DVD, all under 30 bucks, so not too bad. I had this, but the copy I have, the cover's all jacked up. Dark Skies. This is a Anchor Bay release, which is out of print. So nice to have a nice, clean copy of the disc. This is a UFO sci-fi film, which I love. Kind of a abduction, under hypnosis kind of thing. Dark Skies. I had this before. I didn't have the slipcover. For me, it was worth it. Nice little slipcover. African Cats, another Disney exclusive. Have the DVD and the Blu-ray. Beautiful work on the Blu-ray. African Cats. Next, I have this on a 3-pack. Again, because the price was so reasonable, went and picked it up on the single. Jean-Claude Van Damme in Double Impact. For some reason, at one point, it seemed like everybody did like a twin action picture. Jackie Chan did it, he did it. There's a couple of people did it. I can't think of off the top of my head though. But that was Double Impact, and who is this? This is a 20th Century Fox MGM release. This I had also, but I had a UK version release of this. Like nice little 3D lenticular. See that lenticular lenticular cover, Tango 3D. And I get the Blu-ray, 3D, DVD, and the digital code. I'll probably sell the other one if I can get yeah, I'll probably do. What else did we have? Okay, this is stuff that I didn't have. Blue Planet, another IMAX release. Love my IMAX releases, especially in Blu-ray, especially when they're like only a couple bucks. It's a Warner Brother release. Blue Planet, IMAX, The Dream is Alive. This I have on DVD. The first two, I don't think I had the third one. The third one just came on TV or something like that. Or maybe I do have the third one, I have to look. Joyride, but nice to upgrade this to a Blu-ray from the DVD. Now I have to upgrade Joyride 2 if it is on Blu-ray. I'm not sure if it is or not. I'll have to look and see. Joyride with the late Paul Walker and Steven Zahn. I forgot he was in here. 20th Street Fox release. Next, another IMAX release, Wolves, starring Matthew Fox. Interesting. Matthew Fox do a thing about wolves. And this is a Promesco release. Wolves, IMAX release. It's on my family's home. Hold on. Next, we have another IMAX Blu-ray, Dolphins. And this is an Image release. And usually if it's IMAX, usually the cinematography is just off the chart. So love watching these. If nothing else, you just put them on and just watch them and just kind of zone out while you're doing something else. Dolphins. This is Mac Gilderay Freeman's. Okay. Also been looking for this. I have the first one, been looking for the second one for a while. Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, aka Marky Mark, John Lithgow, Mel Gibson, Daddy's Home 2. And this is a Universal release. Funny movie, I have to admit, it was rather funny. I haven't seen this in a minute. I have to watch this next Christmas season, back to back. Daddy's Home 2. Speaking of John Lithgow, I haven't seen this. If I have, it's been such a long time. I might have seen this. Harry the Henderson. I might have seen this when it came out on VHS. It's a Universal release. Harry and the Hendersons, even comes with the digital. Let's see if that actually works. Next, we have a Shout exclusive, Warren Miller's Dynasty. Looks like a thrill seeker, skier, biker type of thing. Kind of shot, looks like it's kind of in that IMAX kind of vein, kind of style of shooting things. So, it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Next, I got this at Dollar Tree or $1.25 Tree now. For DVD, a couple bucks upgraded to the Blu-ray. Michael Douglas, Diane Keaton, and So It Goes. Looks like a romantic comedy. And this is a 20th Century Fox release. And So It Goes. This one, never even heard of this before. Looked interesting. Stephen Chow, CJ7. Looks like a bad bite off of E.T. or something. I don't know. But it's English dubbed. Great condition. CJ7. This is a Sony release. Sony Blu-rays seem to be very detailed and very colorful, very crisp in the picture. So looking forward to watching this, CJ7. And my last pick to round off my Rambo collection, Stallone's Rambo, The Fight Continues. And this is a Lionsgate release. And hopefully this is the last Rambo. Hopefully. Yeah, Rambo from the grave or some shit. Stallone Rambo, the fight continues. And this is my Max Street pickup. Give me a minute to get these out of the plastic and artwork, and I'll get you people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. That's C's in Charlie, L's in Lima, Z's in Zebra. And let's finish this up. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, looking at movies, talking movies. If you made it this far in the video and you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up. Anything other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.